What's up, guys? It's a spiritual glower, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5G and some of the bigger picture that's not being discussed and that's not being talked about. It's nearly going up everywhere now. Everywhere you look now, there's towers going up. It's being installed everywhere, and a lot of people still don't even know about it. Only just hearing about it. But as far as how it's going to be affecting other people, I'm going to get into that today. So with the 5G on my road recently, they've been installing a tower which I'm quite near to, the second house away from, and it's got something to do with the 5G as I've been heard about it, and I know it has because they've been working on it for a long time, for a couple months. So it's got something to do with the 5G right now, and I'm quite near to the tower on the road. And I know in the house soon it will be on the internet, will be connected to the internet as well, which it could go run through the router. So if you have a router in the house, which I do, if you have internet in your house, you're gonna be using it some way or another. But anyway, with the 5G, it's way bigger. We're talking about next generation here, but not just on phones or through the internet, even on consoles. The next consoles coming out, the newest ones are fifth generation. They say 5G. They say they're fifth generation because it's all connected. Anything that you haven't already seen that's going to be coming out. Like there's new iPhones that come out, and every single time a new one comes out, they seem more advanced than the next. But they're really years ahead. The people already, the producers, the distributors, the producers who already run it, they already have it. They have technology 10 years, maybe more advanced. Because if they're going to be uploading it, and if they're going to be selling tech which can be performing the way it does every year at a time. What is it? Every year now that our new phone, the newest tech comes out now, new releases are being made, and every couple of years for consoles. So they must be advanced. They must already have the consoles to keep up. It's not just being released as you go. They must have it already, and it's being slowly released to the public. But anything that you haven't already seen in real life or in public, you'll see through running through the 5G. You'll see on it running through it. So if you haven't seen anything like flying cars, anything like different kind of videos, you'll see running through the 5G. Anything that you won't really see often, anything that's even sci-fi match related, you can see running through it. But the health effects, there's a lot of health effects as well that come with it. Even with the fast internet speeds, there's a lot of studies saying it can cause cancer. It causes cancer. People don't really know about that. It causes tumors and it causes and radiation levels are high as well. If you can use it, there's EMF apps you can use to detect radiation on your phone. It's always handy to use that if you're living next to a tower in a neighborhood or anything like that, because they're uploading, as you already know, towers are going up everywhere, and that's what they're working on. And people know a little bit about it, but they're not really researching it or finding out the most about it, about what 5G is really about and what it's really detailing. Yes, the whole what it's all gonna be, what the whole picture of it is, not just the speeds on online. We got to look at the whole picture, the health effects, and what it's gonna be used through, what it's gonna run through. If you look at the next 10 years now, seeing as everything is advancing, tech is advancing so quick, it's gonna be running through that, and there's gonna be newer things coming out all the time. There's gonna be newer phones coming out. It's gonna run through everything. Driverless cars might even run through it. Maybe even newer 6G, 7G to come down the line, coming down the pipeline. There'll probably be more advances with as there is already from 4G, because everything runs through 4G. So next will be 5G, but 5G is another scale of electromagnetic waves, and they say our 4G is 432 hertz, and that's barely safe. It's barely safe to the human body, but you have to remember this is radiation we're talking about. And if you have this in your house through internet routers, it's going to be connected. And people, if you're using it one way or another, I don't care whether you're using it through a console, for a phone, if you're using it online, if you're connected to if you're using Wi-Fi and you got it in your house and you got it, you're going to be using it. You're going to have that radiation, and that exposure is going to be there. You're going to be using it one way. Even if you're out and about, nowadays everything runs through Wi-Fi. If you go somewhere use Wi-Fi, it might even have 5G there. If you're using a 5G at a public location, about another public hotspot, you're still gonna be tapping in. You're still gonna be having you're still gonna be having exposure to it. So we're not just talking about in the house here, but even so, with that, you're gonna have routers in the house. People buy consoles. When people buy the consoles, it's linked. People don't really think like that because they're just thinking, oh, entertainment. But when you buy the consoles, it's linked to the 5G through the router, and that's all coming through. It all goes together. All these things are connected. Cars, flying cars, driverless cars. All these things are the same thing. In the coming years, these things will be more and more. You'll see more and more similar. These things are more and more similar. Driverless cars are already out. Yeah, robots are already out in certain different countries. China, as I was mentioning in my previous video, they already got this. They advanced of most of the world. They are more advanced technologically than many different parts of the world. But other countries will be following in their footsteps. And there's countries that already got robots. Countries that already got self-driving cars. These things are already out. People think that these things are still sci-fi, but these things are out already. All it is about doing the research on it, finding out what it's about, and the bigger picture. But a lot of things that are happening that would seem fantasy, yeah, or even dreamlike, are already happening. These things are happening even right now as you speak. People are using these things. And yeah, like I was mentioning before in a previous video, people are using chips in China and doing a whole bunch of things. Yeah, being chipped. People are being chipped with AI and merging with AI. AI runs the world already. Through what do you think the internet is? What do you think tech is? Our phone is? What do you think that is? Algorithms and everything like that. So that's just a little bit on that, guys. It's about thinking bigger and seeing the whole overall deal with 5G. So that's just a little about what I think on that. But I'm gonna have more videos coming soon, and stay posted. I'm gonna be keep uploading on my channel. Keep following, keep watching, and I appreciate it. And stay safe, guys. Get some sun, eat right, meditate, and really focus and look at what's going on. Avoid distractions. Don't watch the news, because the news ain't gonna be telling you about all these things again. Media outlets ain't gonna be really speaking on a lot of these things. But I'll have more videos coming soon, guys. Stay safe. The Spiritual Glower over and out.